and we want to get started. So I'm going to be hosting this Emerald in 24 Hours call with Nicole. So I'm going to share my screen, and she's actually going to start off the call, and then I'll wrap it up, and we'll hopefully be able to get everything done in a good amount of time. That way we all have time to power hour when we're done or do whatever we need to for our business. So hold on, Nicole, are you able to unmute yourself? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys because we have a beautiful PowerPoint presentation. If I can figure out how to open it up. I have like 70 tabs open on my computer. Here we go. Okay.
It's me always.
Okay, here we go.
All right, hey guys, I'm Nicole Gorby. I am Cassie's sister coach. For those of you that don't know me, we are both under Jamie Innes and our amazing organization of Team Fight to Finish. And I want to know, just curious, while you guys are listening to me talk, when did you sign up? When did you become a coach? I would love to see when you started and get an idea of everybody's experience in this business. So I started 3 years ago, but really started working the business in January of 2018, and I hit Emerald shortly thereafter. Really, it's a decision, you guys. You want to go all in with this business, it starts at Emerald, and that is really just opening the doors to your business and saying, okay, like I am ready to do this thing. I am ready to, make some money with this business and see what can happen from there. But you really can't start until you hit that benchmark. So you can earn commission as a coach. You can earn, little bonuses for signing a certain amount of people up per month, but earning like a team cycle bonus and hitting your first rank and really getting that recognition and public credibility comes from hitting Emerald first. So next slide, please. So I want you guys to take a minute and write these 3 things down. What are 3 goals that you have in mind when it comes to coaching? What are you really trying to get out of this? Because if you don't know that, then other people are going to wonder, why is she doing this? Why all of a sudden coaching? I used to be a marketing rep for an insurance company. And I know when I first started sharing coaching, I got that question all the time. Like, even from my husband, he was like, why are you coaching? How come you're all of a sudden this health coach? And it took me a long time to figure out how to answer that question. So it's really important for you to know that off the top of your head, why are you really doing this? Is it because you want to, show an example for your kids? Do you want to be financially free? Do you want to have just a time?
Figured it out.
Do you want to travel more? And you have to really dig deep with that, and it has to be something that really sets fire under you. And for me, when I first started building, it was definitely just for extra cash, right? Just so I could have some spending money of my own. And then it became a travel incentive. I love to travel and I will do anything to travel. So for me, it was like, oh my gosh, if I can do this just for fun and still do my job, which I loved at the time, and earn trips, that sounds pretty freaking cool. So that fired me up. And I would, push to hit certain goals to travel. And then it became, oh my gosh, I can pay off all of these credit cards that I've racked up. And just with this coaching money. And so, it just kind of started to evolve for me, why this was important. But it, like I said, it evolved over time. So don't feel like you have to know exactly what it is, but try to get 3 things written down on paper that you can refer to. And then why do you want to hit Emerald? Why is Emerald important to you? Why should you go to your spouse right now and say, I need to hit Emerald? You need to know why that's important to you. If you want to make this a long-term commitment and refer back to those 3 original goals, that is why you want to hit Emerald, right? You want to open your business. You want to let people know that you're serious. You want to start really earning an income with this business. You want to really start going for some of those financial advantages that you get when it comes to hitting your first rank in the business. So why do you want to hit Emerald? Write those 3 things down. So as a coach, we all use these vital behaviors as our Bible, right? Every single day, you should be focused as a coach on these vital behaviors. And that's how people can really start resonating with you. So first and foremost, you have to be a product of the product. You have to go all in with a program. You can't just like sign up to coach and think that people are gonna just buy into whatever you're talking about. You have to be proof. You have to do the workouts. You have to be using the shakes or Recover and Energize or whatever products that you are using, and sharing about them, sharing that you're using those daily, and sharing the results that are coming along with you putting in the work. You know, we all know that this does not happen overnight. And if you're at the start of your journey and you're like, I don't have results yet, no one's going to want to sign up with me, like that's a mental thing that you have to get over. You have to get excited about even the little milestones that you are having. Maybe it's just you have more energy. Maybe it's just you feel better about yourself. Maybe that brain fog is gone. Talk about those things. Talk about the community that this offers. You know, you get to hang out with a bunch of girls tonight talking about, you know, your dreams and talking about what the future might look like. Like that's exciting. And somebody out there needs to hear that from you. So just share those little things that you're experiencing right now, even if your transformation hasn't been huge. There has to be something that you're excited about and some reason that you're on this call tonight. So make sure you're sharing that. And yeah, ask for more accountability partners. Like ask for people to just hold you accountable. When you're starting, like you don't have to pretend you're this expert coach. Just ask for accountability partners. See who wants to do this with you. And it's okay. Like they know that you're just getting started. And sometimes that's a lot less intimidating for people. Like, you know, you just throw it out there. So inviting is our next vital behavior. Think about, you know, sharing something with friends that you would normally do. Before I started coaching, if I signed up for a 5K, I would throw it out there on Facebook. I would ask my friends if they wanted to join me. You know, that's what I did to try to get fit before I found Beachbody, was running. And I don't even like running, you guys, but I knew that would motivate me. And so I would sign up for a 5K and say, hey, anybody want to do this with me to keep me accountable? And that's exactly what you're doing as the inviting process. So you'd share your session with the newest Taylor Swift single, wouldn't you? Right? It's just like sharing something that you're excited about and not feeling weird about it. Just sharing like you would normally share anything that you're excited about. Personal development is huge. How do you deal with the no's and the rejections and the hesitations? You have to fill up your cup first. Every single morning, I sit down and I read a daily devotional. It's just a quick little blurb that kind of sets my mind right and usually gives me a little, you know, pep talk in the morning. And then I usually write in a journal. I write down 5 things that I'm grateful for and 10 dreams that I'm going to accomplish one day. And that like refocuses me on why I'm sitting down to work, why I'm pushing for the goals that I'm pushing for. And it gets me excited. It gets me fired up. And I love to look at those goals every single day and know that I'm going to make those happen. I left my corporate job last summer. That is something that I wrote down for months. I am going to do this full time. I am going to be a full-time coach. And I get to do that now ever since last summer. And so the next thing is, you know, retiring my husband, writing that down. Like that fires me up. I cannot wait till he gets to be home with me and do his thing while I get to do what I love, and being a coach is what I love to do. So, and then, you know, pick a personal development book. Currently I'm reading The Road Back to You, an Enneagram Journey to Self-Discovery. There are so many great books out there, you guys. You Are a Badass was one of my original favorites. I think I read it like 3 times, and it's really, really good on Audible. Girl Wash Your Face is a really great one just for mindset and getting yourself straight. There's the 10X Rule. There's so many. Pick a book and read it every single day, because you are going to get told no. You are going to get rejections from people. People are going to hesitate, and you have to get over that. You have to have that tough tough skin. And I swear, like, you might not believe me right now, but these books like really help you get through that. And, you know, a lot of people go through those doubts and those fears, and you know, that rejection doesn't feel good for anybody, but you have to find a way to get over it, and personal development is the way. Recognition. So you are building your tribe, and you want to share that with the world. You want to recognize the people that you are signing up. You know, just get excited about your best friend joining you. That might fire somebody else up. Get excited about somebody finishing their first workout with you. That might fire somebody up. Get excited about somebody that sends a text message to you saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, I actually did a morning workout. Share that stuff. Like, you never know what little thing might really resonate with somebody. And you just need to get in the habit of recognizing every little thing and showing people that this is actually real. This is actually, you know, you are actually doing work. You are actually helping people. And then that just gives more trust. That builds more trust that they might be able to do this too, and that you might be able to help them. And your coach is going to recognize you. When you hit Emerald, your coach is going to shout you out. And again, that just gives you credibility, right? That shows people like, oh, okay, like she's not just saying she's a health coach, she's actually doing the dang thing and obviously having success. Like, they don't know what Emerald is, but obviously you accomplished something, right? So they don't know how you did it. They don't know what that even means. They just know that you're doing something right. So that builds credibility. So you want to get that recognition, and you want to get that shout out from your coach. Emerald really is a choice, you guys. For me, I signed up my husband, which if you're married, that should be either your very first or your very second person. We each have a right leg and a left leg. And the way we have been taught in our organization is to place your spouse on the weak leg. I'm not going to go too far into that, but ask your coach, you know, what leg you should place your spouse on. Your coach should know. If they don't, then ask Cassie or I. And then your other person should be either, you know, your best friend that wants to go all in with this and, you know, run with you. Or for me, it was my sister. I said, hey sis, like, I'm going to run with this business and see what happens. And I really need your support right now. I'm signing up Brandon, and then you would help me get to my first goal. Will you help me out? And she did. And she was a little reluctant, not going to lie, and say that she was all gung-ho and all in with me. And we like, that was not the case, but she was there to support me, and she was my number 2. So I had my husband signed up on my weak leg, and my sister signed up on my left leg. Boom, Emerald. It is really, really that simple. So it is a matter of you saying, okay, who are those 2 people gonna be, and make it happen, and have that conversation with those 2 people tonight. Like, there's no reason that you guys can't make that happen within the next hour or the next 24 hours. Like, it is very simply 2 people is all you need. And it should be 2 very close people to you. So those 2 people do need to be active in order to count towards your rank. So a few ways to be active are listed there on the screen. Recover is 52 PV. So let's say that you buy the shakes already and you love Energize, but you haven't tried Recover yet. You know, for me, I signed up my husband with Recover and Energize, and then kept that order under him. I just kept the shakes under me. And then for my sister, she got the shakes too, tried them out. Turns out she loves them, so she kept buying them, which is great. I didn't need to necessarily keep her active, but I needed to keep my husband active. So I believe I just signed him up either with a challenge pack with the Recover and Energize, or you can always just sign them up as a coach, pay the $40, and then purchase the 50 PV, whatever that is that you choose to make them active. But just because you sign up a coach with the $40 does not make them active. So you need to make sure you take that next step to make them active. And then they have to stay active every 5 weeks. So it's a rolling 5 weeks. Yep, Shakeology on HD so that you can get credit for Success Club. That's very important that you have Shakeology or something of 90 PV automatically ordering every month so that you can earn Success Club points and perks. And then, yeah, significant other has to have at least 50 PV, and then so does that other account. So choose whatever it is. If you want to try something, then pick something else to order under them, and then you can always change that up. You would have control under their account. I made a new email for my husband so that I can pop into that email address when needed. I wasn't going to flood him with emails from Beachbody or new customers that I signed up under him later. So I recommend creating a new email for him. It was just thegorbyteam@gmail.com, and that's what we used today. So let us know if you have any questions about that, but it should be pretty straightforward. All you, Cass?
Okay, sorry. I could not find the unmute button when I was also on the screen with the slides. Okay, so if you guys have questions on any of that, we'll save them all for the end because we're happy to answer any questions you guys have. But now let's talk about signing people up. So tonight what we're going to have you guys do is we're going to have you ask people right after you get off this call, because the longer you wait, the more that you tend to come up with reasons why you can't, or the kids need you, or whatever. You just come up with all these reasons why you can't, and then the more you procrastinate it, the scarier it becomes. And really it's pretty simple, and it doesn't need to be scary at all. And so the way I hit Emerald was I think literally 3 days into coaching. I didn't even know what Emerald was, to be completely honest. But Jamie told me to sign up my spouse, and I was like, okay, I'll just do what she says to do because she's successful, and I know she wants to help me be successful. So I signed up my spouse, and then my best friend, I just literally said to her, hey, I'm about to do the 21-day fix. I literally don't know what I'm doing. Do you want to do it with me? And she was kind of like, I don't know. But she ended up signing up with a challenge pack, which is what you guys probably all got started with. And then I was Emerald, and I was like, sweet. I mean, it really is super simple, and it's not hard to do. So we want you tonight to put on your list, and you can start making it right after this call, people you're going to ask. And we recommend, obviously, your significant other needs to be one of them. And I will talk about this in a couple of slides, but because I signed up my husband when I first became a coach, I've earned thousands and thousands of dollars under his account. And I really don't know how much it is. I think last year alone, it was $15,000 that if I had not signed him up, I would have missed out on that giant chunk of money. So it makes sense long-term, and we have to have that that long-term vision when you sign up your spouse, and have faith. I think that's the hardest thing for people is well, I don't want to sign up my spouse until I'm successful. And it kind of works the other way. In order to be successful, you have to put faith in your business. You have to take that leap and say, okay, I'm going to make the decision to be successful. So we want you to obviously sign up your spouse. Now, if you're not married, or you don't have a significant other, that's totally fine. One of my diamond coaches signed up her mom 3 years ago, and it's worked out fabulously. So you could do a parent. It gets a little dicey when you start using siblings. So we definitely recommend a spouse first or a parent. And obviously we want it to be a parent that you get along with. And then on that list would be close friends. Those will be the second person. So the first person you sign up will hopefully be your spouse or a parent. Or something like that. And then the second person would be a friend that you ask to do this journey with you. So close friends will go on this list, coworkers, people who already kind of know you, because you don't want to ask a random person on social media when you've just started. I mean, you could, but it's probably not going to be the quickest way to hit Emerald. So when you go to sign people up, this is super easy. So what you're going to do, and I'm actually going to make this even easier than this says, what you're going to do is when you go to sign up your spouse, just message whoever your upline is, whether it's Nicole or I or somebody else, and say, hey, I'm about to sign up my spouse. Where do I put them? And we will walk you through where to put them, because when you sign up your spouse, you want them on your weak leg. And this is really the only time this is going to be of super big importance. But the reason you want them on what we call your weak leg is because that helps you build income down the road. So just message whoever your upline is, let them know you need to put your coach on the week leg, and they will walk you through how to do that. If you're my girl, I will send you a YouTube video. It's super easy. This shows you how to do it, but I'm honestly, and Nicole, I can give it to you too. I think it's easier just to follow the YouTube video, because if I tell you this right now, you're probably not going to remember anyway, like what to do in the back office. So just know that you need to let us know when you're going to sign up your spouse, and then we'll walk you through it, because it's super easy. So benefits of hitting Emerald. So first of all, when you hit Emerald, you're added to the Team Fight to Finish Emeralds page. And this is a special group that only Emerald and above coaches get access to, where Diamond and Star Diamond coaches are sharing our knowledge. We're going live. We're sharing tidbits of information to help you guys grow your business. You also get usually a gift from your coach. Depending on who your upline is, the gift might be different. I usually send my girls like a personal development book or gift card or something fun. And then you also get a customer leads. So when people go to like Beachbody's website and buy something and they don't have a specific coach, they are assigned to a random coach. And the only way you can be assigned to those people is if you're at least an Emerald coach. Excuse me. So I've had hundreds of customers for free without me doing any work, just because I'm at least an Emerald coach holding my rank. So you'll get those free customer leads, which is literally like free people coming to your business. It's amazing. And then you get public shout out, like Nicole said, like your upline is going to recognize you not only in the team pages, but on social media. And that's social proof. And nobody knows that Emerald's only 2 people. So as far as your friends and family are concerned, you could have just hit like the biggest rank in the business. They literally have no idea, but that's social proof. And us shouting you out is going to help not only you build confidence, but people will start to pay attention more to what you're doing, because they'll be like, oh, she just got some sort of promotion in her business. Like maybe I should pay attention. Maybe she's like really going to do the damn thing. And then as you continue to grow your business, we're always looking for reasons to shout you guys out. And so that's always a good way to share with your social media what you're doing. And then the next thing is it helps your team rank advance. So ask your coach, you guys, what does hitting Emerald do for you? I always tell my coaches to do this, because hitting Emerald opens your business. So like that's super exciting for you, but maybe you hitting Emerald helps your coach hit Diamond, or maybe you hitting Emerald helps your coach go into a Star Diamond qualification. You just don't know. So ask your upline, whoever it is, and just ask them like, hey, does me hitting Emerald do something for the team? Because this is a team effort. And if you're going to be a rockin' coach, like you've got to be on board with teamwork. We are all about teamwork. We are all about uplifting each other, supporting each other's businesses, encouraging each other, and we will do whatever for each other. And so I know Nicole and I have the same upline. And if Jamie says, hey guys, like if she ever were to come to Nicole and I and say, hey, you guys, if you rank advance, you're going to help my business go into, actually she did do this. If you rank advance, you're going to help me hit top 10 in the company. I would bend over backwards, and I did, to help her hit top 10. And same with Nicole, because it's such a team effort. So ask your upline what that can do for their business. And then the next thing is team cycle bonus. So this is the biggest thing, you guys. A lot of you guys might be wondering how coaches like me or Nicole or Jamie, whoever, can earn a full-time income with coaching. And the way we do that is through team cycle bonus. That's residual income, okay? So the only way you can start to earn team cycle bonus is you must be at least an Emerald coach. And team cycle bonus is kind of just like a fancy way of saying residual income. So once you're an Emerald coach, you can start to, like, it's kind of like there's a piggy bank of money every time you sign up a customer that you can't cash in on until you're Emerald. So I have coaches who have been hitting Success Club every month, but because they haven't made the decision to hit Emerald, they're missing out on all this money that's just sitting there waiting for them to cash in. So the sooner you hit Emerald, the sooner you can get Team Cycle bonus. And then the last thing is you're one more life away from Success Club. So if you're a brand new coach, I know I have a couple coaches on here who literally signed up yesterday. So if you're a brand new coach, your biggest goals as a new coach are number 1, hitting Emerald your first like couple days of coaching, and number 2, hitting Success Club every month. And hitting Success Club means you're helping 3 people get started with a challenge pack, which is exactly what you got started with. So whatever you got started with, it's helping 3 people do that. And so if you have, let's say your husband gets started with a challenge pack, and then you have a friend order a challenge pack, you're already at Success Club 4. You help one more person, you've locked in Success Club, you've hit your minimum goal for the month as a business builder. Hopefully that makes sense. And if you're like totally brand new, we'll go more into that. But I guess I kind of already covered Team Cycle bonus, but this is what Emerald looks like. So it's just you and then 2 coaches, one on your left leg, one on your right leg. And like I said, as long as you're an active Emerald coach, you'll accumulate volume over time that you can cash in on, and that you can, you know, that's money that you are earning for being at least an Emerald and above coach. So, and the perks of signing up your significant other is because down the road, that's going to help you build your income. And we're talking thousands of dollars. And guys, when I say, like, can you guys imagine if Jamie, who's been coaching like 7 years now, if she hadn't signed up her spouse, and if you don't know Jamie, she's our upline coach. If she had not signed up her spouse when she started coaching 7 years ago because she was afraid or she wasn't sure if this was gonna work or whatever, she would be missing out on like probably $1 million by now. Like, it would be insanity. And I just don't ever want that to be you guys. So lastly, we're almost done. I want to go over examples of conversations, and then I'm going to go over what our next steps are. So conversation examples. So this is warm market versus cold market. So warm market would be like your friends and family, people who already know you. And then cold market would be people on social media that you might not know super well, or maybe like you comment back and forth on your stories, but you're not like, you've never met in real life. So an example would be, hey, I don't know if this is your thing or not, but I have a couple spots open for my upcoming fitness accountability group. Would you want to help hold each other accountable? We can either do a workout program together, or I can help you find one that fits what you like. We'll be cheering each other on, and a bunch of us women will be doing the same for us. I'm so pumped to get started. Would you be in for more info? Okay, that's a really simple invite. And guys, we highly suggest you put these in your own words, because if this is not the way you would talk, ooh, I'm moving things. If this is not the way you would talk, like ever, like that doesn't sound, because that doesn't sound anything like me. So I personally wouldn't quite send that invite. Just doesn't sound like me. Then put in your own words. Like, honestly, don't overthink it. The second one, hey, would you be interested in jumping into a fitness group with me to start the school year strong? You'd get access to home workouts, meal plans, and we'd be doing it together. And then the last one, hey, Emily, or whatever. We always recommend you put their name. Like, don't just put hey girl, but try to put their name. Thanks for the love. If you've seen my IG stories, then you might know I'm running another boot camp right now. This program has seriously changed my life, and I'm so excited about it, and I'd love to share it with you. Would you want to learn more and see if you'd want to hop in? And the way I love to invite you guys is I start by inviting people who have liked my posts. And so I just say, hey girl, thank you so much for dropping the love on my post about my, you know, April boot camp or whatever it is. Were you interested in getting the deets or snagging a spot? If not, no worries. You know, so that's a really easy way to invite people. All right, action steps, and then we'll go over questions. So like I said, we want you to make a list, and we want you to make it like ASAP, and we want you to send it to your upline coach after this call as soon as the list is done. You can screenshot it, take a picture of it, but we want this list. This says 10 people, but honestly, guys, if every single person on that list, if all 10 people tell you no, you get to decide if you're going to be discouraged by that or you're going to keep going. So if you can start with a list of 10, but if they all say no, which I don't think would happen, but if it did, go make a list of another 10. You just got to keep going. And you will find that I mean, I've been doing this for a few years now, and so has Nicole. Every single person, you guys, who told me no in the beginning has signed up with me. Like, I don't think there's an exception to that, honestly. I honestly think it's everybody. I can't think of people who haven't, either as a challenger or as a coach down the road. So we want you to make that list of friends and family that you're going to invite to help you open your business and hit Emerald. Okay? We want you to write down the 3 reasons why you want to be an Emerald this week. We want you to reach out to every single person, and you can use the examples we shared in this call if you need to, or just like keep it casual like I did and Nicole did. Like, hey girl, I'm starting this program. Do you want to do it with me? Don't overthink it. Like, there's no right or wrong way to invite. And then if you get stuck, let us know. We can help you. And then last but not least, do the vitals. You know, don't forget to share your story, press play on your workout, post on social media, fill up your cup daily, because if you're doing these things, all these other things will be 10 times easier and 10 times more effective. So that's the end of our presentation. Woo! If you guys have, yes, we kept it at 30 minutes. If you guys have questions, we would love to answer them. You can just type them over here, or feel free to unmute yourself. That's fine too. Okay. I don't know how to say that name because I'm really bad at names. But she said, I'm not married and I don't have any family members or friends that have agreed to join me. My mom tried for a little while but had to drop. What should I do next? Thanks. Okay, so my question is, so how long have you been coaching? That's my first question. And I would, if you, okay, so this is kind of I need to know how long you've been coaching, because if you've only been coaching like a day, I have a little bit different advice than if you've been coaching for a couple weeks and you've invited everybody. That just tells me that you're not doing the vital behaviors probably. I'm not sure because I can't see your accounts and stuff, but if you're inviting every single day, guys, and every single person's saying no and every single person's ghosting you, then I'm going to go to your social media. And if I don't see you posting every single day, and if I don't see you doing a program beginning to end, if I don't see your Instagram stories, like 10 to 12 stories a day, then you're not taking the action required to get the result in the first place. Because if you're inviting people, the first thing they're going to do is go to your social media and say, okay, should I trust her with my money, my commitment, my time? And if they don't see you on the journey, they're not going to trust you. So that I would say I need to kind of look at your social media, honestly, and it depends how long you've been coaching. Okay, so that's you. So your problem is consistency. Your problem has absolutely nothing to do with anything other than consistency. And so you will find that if you are super consistent with the business activity tracker, like there's a reason, guys, 4 years into this, I'm still checking stuff off every single day because this is the only way to grow the business, the only way. So if you are consistent with this for, I would say, at least 21 days, you're going to get a huge change in your result.
Guys, anybody that tells you no right now is just testing you. They want to see if you're going to stick around. They want to see if you're going to be reliable. So if you're wishy-washy and you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out, it's just going to take you longer to build that trust in people. So yeah, if you've been signed up for a while and you've been inconsistent, the first thing you need to do is just be as consistent as possible and start to build that trust over. And every time you fall out, you have to start building that trust all over again. But the people that are telling you no right now are they're just waiting for you to build that trust enough to join you. Because yeah, like Cassie said, everybody that told me no in the beginning has signed up with me. It's just a matter of time and they will eventually sign up. But there's somebody in your life that has trust in you, believes in you, and will do this just to help you out. So you guys just have to find those people.
Yeah. Okay, so Shelby said, my spouse has a coach already. How do I switch him? Is he signed up as a coach, Shelby, or just a client? Because if he's just a client, that's pretty easy. If he's a coach, just so you guys know, if anybody's a coach, in order to switch their upline, they have to cancel their coach account and wait 6 months and then re-sign up with somebody new. So hopefully he's just a customer from somebody and not a coach with somebody.
If just a customer, there's a transfer form in the back office under support, forms and documents, and you just transfer them. But you guys need to be really careful about transferring people and make sure that you're not stepping on other coaches' toes. Make sure that there's a reason that they're leaving their coach. Have that conversation with them, ask them some questions. Make sure that there's a really good valid reason before they switch to you. We don't want you to be poaching people from other coaches. So just be very cautious of that.
Yeah, the only time, in Shelby's instance, it's her husband. So I feel like that's okay because it's like you're a business, like you're a coach, you're building your business. I would sign my husband up under me. Like I would not have any issue. We're talking about people who are like, hey, my coach is this person, but can I be with you? And it's like, you probably need to go back with your coach. Kayla said, what if my husband isn't interested in being signed up as a coach? So I'll answer this, and then Nicole, I'd love your feedback. So Kayla, I guess it depends on the husband, but I didn't ask my husband's permission. I feel like it's easier to ask for forgiveness. So I just said, hey, I need your social security number. And I signed him up, and I asked him to blindly support me because I would have done the same for him. However, every marriage is different. And I know, Nicole, I'd love to hear what you say because your husband wasn't super on board. So like, how would you recommend coaches handle that?
Yeah, it took me a while to get serious about the business, but I think as soon as you do get serious about being a coach and actually wanting to build this and having that conversation like, okay, hey, I really want to do this. This is really exciting for me. This is something that I'm really passionate about, and I think this could help our family. I need to hit Emerald. This is what Emerald means. And, for me, it was a matter of understanding what Emerald meant. It was a matter of understanding that long-term vision to be able to paint that picture to him and say, I need your support to do this. Please trust me. And you don't have to do anything with coaching. I'm going to run your account. Like, there's no pressure on you. I just need you to support me. And, maybe you give them a timeline. Maybe you said, let's see what happens in 3 months. And if it's not going well by then we can kind of reevaluate, or let's see what happens in 6 months. It depends on your husband, right? It depends on what motivates them, or what they're freaked out about, or why aren't they interested, like what is their hesitation, what exactly is holding them up. And then the better you understand that, the better you can kind of have that conversation with them, right? So hopefully that answers that question.
Yeah, Chantel said my hubby hitting Emerald helped me hit Diamond, and trust me, you want both paychecks. And yes, that's what helped me hit Diamond. I'm sure Nicole too. Most of us hit Diamond because our husbands hit Emerald. And we could talk about that down the road. But also, I think the best way to get husbands on board is men are driven by numbers. So if you can show them, hey, I hit Success Club, I got this many clients this month, and even if you only made enough to pay for your supplements, hey, I covered the cost of my supplements. Like, that's what helped Corey, even though he was kind of supportive. Like, what helped him get excited about the business and really love the business was me getting results, but also showing him. Like, I wasn't just wasting our money, I was doing the work. And so he saw me putting in the work. And if your husband sees you're passionate about it, sees you're putting in the work and getting a result, they'll be supportive usually. So do you have to have Shakeology every month as a coach, or can you purchase different product in replacement? Great question. So if you, for instance, with my husband, he loves everything from Beachbody now. But when I first started coaching, I didn't order Shakeology for him because I didn't want to spend all that extra money. So what I did was I had Shakeology under my account. And then for him, you only need 50 PV. So anytime you go to order something from the Beachbody website, there's a little number that says like 50 PV, 90 PV. You just need 50. So for my husband, to keep him active, I ordered Recover every month. You could also order Beach Bars or Energize. Like, it doesn't really matter what you order. And then for you as a coach, you don't have to have Shakeology every single month, but you do need to be a product to the product. So if you're not drinking Shakeology every month, I would ask you, okay, what product are you going to use consistently? Because it's hard to invite people to something or do something or ask others to do something that you're not doing yourself. You know what I mean? So even for my coaches, I have one coach who's allergic to something in Shakeology. I forget, some weird seed. It's something super obscure in Shakeology. So she doesn't drink it at all, but she orders the performance line under her every single month. And she's religious about Recover and Energize. So hopefully that answers that question.
Another way, Kayla, this might help you, is if they understand your goal is to sign up 3 people per month to pay for that product, you need to be able to understand how much you are earning by signing 3 people up. He needs to understand that that's your goal. And if he's really money driven, he can keep you accountable, right? If you say, okay, I need to sign 3 people up, like, help me be accountable. I'm going to work my tail off until those 3 people are signed up. And then I'm going to find more people to sign up. Like, you have to think of it that way, like a transaction, to explain it to them what that money going out, how that's going to be replaced. Like, how exactly are you going to replenish that investment? Because it is an investment, and they also need to understand that, like, this is a long-term game plan for you to sign them up. They are racking up a savings account of volume. Okay, my husband gets $250 per week because he's been signed up under me and active for 2 years now. He is Emerald, that's it. He's earning the max amount that he can earn just because he's been active, signed up, and an Emerald now for a while. And that's the benefit of this. And so that's the kind of stuff that you guys need to paint that picture for them. Like, this isn't just, I need to keep you active so I can have this shiny emerald thing. This is a long-term like income play. So you have to like believe in that vision and be able to speak to it. So if you're having trouble speaking to that, then talk to your coach, talk to Cassie or myself, whoever your upline is, to be able to explain that better. Because for me, that was something I struggled with very much in the beginning. Like, I didn't get it. I'm not a numbers person. I'm not good at like finances and stuff like that. Like, this for me was just fun. So he didn't understand, like, okay, you're spending $50 to have fun. I don't get it. You know, he needed to understand what that money was for exactly.
Yeah, so I would use that as fuel in your fire. Like, okay, honey, I'm going to sign you up, but you're going to help me, not help me, but hold me accountable. And that's going to push you to help those 3 people so that you're earning back your investment. And then after a couple months, you're not just earning back your investment, right? You're making extra. But usually like that first month of coaching, because you aren't earning volume yet, our goal is to help you earn back your investment and then from there grow it. And if you help more than 3 people, you're certainly going to earn back more than your investment. But how does team volume work having your spouse under you and such? Nicole? I hate explaining volume. I honestly, guys, I'm in this 4 years and this is my full-time income and I make good money with coaching, and volume still confuses the shit out of me. So
no, I actually finally understand this well. So, okay, so when you get signed up under your coach signs you up on either their right leg or their left leg. And every person after you on their right leg or left leg, whatever you're signed up, they give you volume. So you're not even doing anything to earn that volume, right? It's like this, and it kind of trickles back up, I guess. So after people sign up with the challenge pack, you're earning that volume. So it's the same when you sign up your husband, you sign them up on whatever leg. Every person after them that you sign up, he gets to earn volume. And it goes for every single person that you sign up. So the sooner somebody signs up in your business, the more advantage they have of actually earning bigger income. So there's definitely strategy, I guess, to how you sign people up, which is why we encourage you to sign up your spouse on a certain leg, because later on you actually get to open a second business center, and that business center is going to roll up and hit your husband before it hits you in volume. And that's really where a lot of that income comes from. But just simply each challenge pack that a coach signs up with or a coach sells, that volume goes up whatever leg they're on and hits every person that came before them, basically. Does that make sense to you guys? Kind of.
if not, I can send you, because I think that was my girl, right? I think that was Caitlin. I can send you a video on it. I always just send people a YouTube video on it because I'm like, I'm bad at numbers, like really bad. All right, guys, any more questions? These were good questions. So your action item, we're going to wrap this up, but your action item is to make your list, send it to your upline tonight, and then reach out to those people tonight. Because all rank advancements happen on Thursday. That's just when they happen. They can't happen any other day, so it will happen on Thursday. So we want all you guys to be Emerald by Thursday. So we can just shout you out all Thursday for being Emerald, and you've hit that first thing, like goal, your business is open, and then we'll be rocking and rolling with the next thing. Sound good? Thanks for hanging in. I know this was kind of a lengthy one, but we will get the recording up in case you guys want to listen to the replay. So thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.